Yeah.
Master Sergeant and Army marching band member Nathan Sommers is causing problems. Marching out of sync? Nope. Was he singing off key? Nope, not that either. Sergeant Sommers was reprimanded and told to stop reading Sean Hannity, Mark Levin, and David Limbaugh books while on the bus going to concerts. That's when a superior officer told him to stand down on those books, saying he was, quote, causing a unit disruption. Folks, we're in the midst of the wussification of American men, and now the military going all PC is both disheartening and dangerous. Kimberly, I called Mr. Sommers' lawyer, Navy Commander John Bennett Wells, who said PC is taking over the military.
Who we met before at the Republican National Convention.
Correct.
Right? The attorney representing him. Yeah, this is very disconcerting to me because now you're going to, program our military and give them a suggested and approved reading list, and they can't read or listen or watch certain Americans that are expressing their beliefs. This is outrageous. We have these soldiers and troops fighting for our freedoms every day, and then President Obama is stripping them of their freedoms, telling them that they can't read this or they can't look at these materials. This is his administration.
Hang in there, Juan. Hang in there. Juan, hold on,
He's the commander-in-chief.
I spoke to Commander Wells, and I said, well, why is PC taking over the military, Ange? And he said the way things have been going, especially since President Obama put his people in power in the military.
Absolutely, and all you have to do is look at Fort Hood to see that. It was political correctness that prevented Army psychologists from reporting Major Nidal Hasan, and then we have now 13 dead Americans. He's getting paid almost $300,000, and it's workplace violence, while the victims get nothing. Look, I think this is ridiculous. I don't think the military is a place for expression of any kind, but it does appear that he is facing the last form of discrimination, Eric, which is you're a Christian or you're a conservative, and he's being discriminated against. Yeah,
hey, Brian, he's sitting on the bus or backstage before a concert, minding his own business. He's not reading out loud. He's sitting there minding his own business, and they tell him he can't do that.
It's absolutely outrageous, especially considering my unofficial poll of people we've had a chance to interact with will change plans to listen to Mark Levin or Sean Hannity, let alone read their books. They seem to be somewhat for the conservative, from the conservative side. And for one thing, I think it's the military who has learned to take control and stand up to do what's right, even though it's an officer that told him has to come forward and say, hey, this is wrong. I should be able to read what I want, and I will go to your superior to make sure I can do it.
And Juan, the irony here is that they're telling him not to listen to Sean Hannity or listen to Mark Levin or read Meritopia, one of the books. Meanwhile, that's all they talk about is liberty. They talk about fighting tyranny. This is tyrannical.
This is tyrannical?
Yeah. Telling me what I can read when I can read it?
Well, I think if I'm your superior and I'm interested in unit cohesion and you are sitting there reading something that is highly politically inflammatory and it's causing other people
from a guy whose show you're on?
I'm just, of course, what are you talking about? I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you so that you have a different point of view here. But let me just say, nobody's saying you can't read that material. In fact, that's, I think it's saying at that time. At that time.
How are you
the world has a right to tell me what to read and when to read it?
What I'm saying to you is, wait a minute. I mean, in the middle of a unit being together.
Guess what, Eric? They fight for his right to probably read the Quran, right? Or, I need to have a certain number of prayers. I'm telling you.
They told him to put the Quran away?
Yeah, the military
put the Quran away. Okay.
Check, please. He did send some tweets out, which I have to say, I don't think that he should be tweeting some of the things that he was tweeting. I think the military should be nonpartisan.
Yes.
So I actually agree with you there, Juan. But I think in an effort sometimes to be tolerant, which is important, we end up being intolerant to others. And so they said that one of his fellow military members was gay and felt like he was being discriminated against. And this guy's going, no, I'm not. So now they're discriminating, ironically, against this man for his...
We have to go.
If you fight for freedom, can't you read about it?
Thank you. Thank you, Kimberly.
There's nothing inflammatory about those.
What am I doing here?
Next up,